Ever feel like you're battling an invisible monster every night? A monster that's stealing your sleep and leaving you exhausted and frustrated each morning? If you said yes, chances are, you're not alone. You could be one of the millions worldwide wrestling with sleep apnea. But here's the good news, it doesn't have to be this way. Welcome back to the Slumber Sanctuary, your go-to channel for all things sleep. Today, we're taking a deep dive into sleep apnea and revealing 5 game-changing tips that could help you combat this nocturnal nemesis. These aren't just random tips. We're talking about scientifically backed methods, lifestyle changes, and even some surprising secrets that can turn the tables on sleep apnea. And believe it or not, you might be unknowingly exacerbating your sleep apnea symptoms. We'll reveal how. So buckle up, sleep warriors. Remember to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more sleep-enhancing content. And stay with us, because later on in this video we'll be revealing how you can get your hands on an amazing free gift. Ready to conquer your nights? Let's dive in. Tip number 1. Let's talk about the power of your sleep position. You might be surprised to learn that the way you sleep could be a major contributor to your sleep apnea. Believe it or not, simply changing your sleep position could make a world of difference. So let's find out which positions are best and worst for tackling sleep apnea. A study by the American Academy of Sleep Medicine found that sleeping on your back, also known as the supine position, can significantly increase the severity of sleep apnea symptoms. Why, you ask? Well, when you sleep on your back, gravity pulls your tongue and soft palate towards the back of your throat, narrowing your airway and making it harder to breathe. Doesn't sound too comfy, does it? Now, imagine our friend Sam, who's been a back sleeper for years. He snores loudly, wakes up gasping for air, and feels tired throughout the day. Sam's doctor suggested he try changing his sleep position. Guess what? Within a few weeks, Sam experienced a significant improvement in his symptoms. So, what's the secret position Sam switched to? The answer is sleeping on your side, preferably the left side. This position keeps your airway open by preventing your tongue and soft palate from collapsing. To make this position even more effective, you can use a full-length body pillow or a wedge pillow to help maintain proper spinal alignment. Now, you might be thinking, I'm asleep. How can I control my sleep position? Well, there's a simple trick you can try. Sew a tennis ball into a pocket on the back of your pajama top. When you roll onto your back, the discomfort from the tennis ball will encourage you to return to your side. Pretty neat, right? But it's not just about side sleeping. There's something called positional therapy, which is all about finding the best sleep position for you. We'll dive deeper into that a little later. But wait, we're just getting started. In the next tip, we'll talk about some crucial lifestyle changes that could significantly impact your battle against sleep apnea. And one of them might be something you never thought could make a difference. Curious? We'll be revealing that soon. In the meantime, let's move on to tip number 2, simple lifestyle changes. We're going to explore some lifestyle changes that can make a massive difference in your fight against sleep apnea. Sometimes, it's the little things that add up to create a significant impact, and that's precisely what we're about to uncover. First up, let's talk about weight. Carrying excess body weight, especially around your neck and abdomen, can increase the risk of sleep apnea. Extra fat around the neck can put pressure on your airway, causing it to narrow and make breathing difficult. So, if you're overweight, losing even a small amount of weight can lead to a noticeable improvement in your sleep apnea symptoms. Remember, every pound counts. Next, we need to discuss smoking and alcohol consumption. Both of these habits can seriously aggravate sleep apnea. Smoking causes inflammation and fluid retention in the airways, while alcohol relaxes the muscles in the throat, increasing the likelihood of airway obstruction. If you're serious about conquering sleep apnea, it's time to kick these habits to the curb. Your body will thank you for it. Now, let's talk about something that might surprise you, your daily routine. Establishing a consistent sleep schedule and practicing good sleep hygiene can go a long way in reducing sleep apnea symptoms. Going to bed and waking up at the same time each day, even on weekends, helps regulate your internal body clock, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. But wait, there's more. Ever heard of tongue and throat exercises? Well, they're a real thing, and they can help strengthen the muscles in your airway, reducing the risk of collapse during sleep. These exercises, known as oropharyngeal or myofunctional exercises, include tongue presses, jaw movements, and even humming. Try incorporating these exercises into your daily routine to keep your airway muscles strong and fit. With these lifestyle changes in your arsenal, you'll be better equipped to combat sleep apnea. But we're not done yet. In our next tip, we're going to look at devices that could transform the way you breathe at night. And we're not talking about CPAP machines. Intrigued? But before we get to that, make sure to claim your free gifts. Discover an entire world of sleep-boosting knowledge, tips, and tricks with the Sleep Hygiene Handbook. the Sleep Health Guide, 30 days free access to the Brainwave Club audio sessions, and the Snoring Gone in 3 Minutes program. Get each of these powerful gifts for free. Just click the link in the description below and start your journey towards better sleep. Okay, let's get back to the tips. We're now on to tip number 3, oral appliances and CPAP alternatives. For those who struggle with traditional CPAP machines, you're in for a treat. There are other options out there that can make a huge difference in your battle against sleep apnea. Oral appliances, also known as mandibular advancement devices, can be an excellent alternative for some people. They work by repositioning the lower jaw forward, which helps to keep the airway open during sleep. According to a study published in the American Journal of Respiratory and Critical Care Medicine, these devices can significantly reduce the severity of sleep apnea in many patients. According to research from the American Academy of Dental Sleep Medicine, oral devices can be as effective as CPAP therapy for treating mild to moderate sleep apnea. However, it's important to speak to a qualified dentist who specializes in dental sleep medicine before considering this option. Now, let's talk about CPAP alternatives. One popular choice is the BiPAP machine, which stands for bilevel positive airway pressure. BiPAP machines are similar to CPAP machines but provide 2 different levels of air pressure, making it easier for some people to exhale. This can be a game changer for those who find traditional CPAP machines uncomfortable or too challenging to use. Another alternative is the EPAP device, which stands for expiratory positive airway pressure. These small disposable devices are applied to your nostrils and use your own breath to create positive airway pressure, helping to keep your airway open during sleep. A study in the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine showed that EPAP devices can effectively reduce sleep apnea symptoms in some patients. Lastly, let's not forget about positional therapy. For some people, simply changing sleep positions can significantly improve their sleep apnea symptoms. Positional therapy devices, such as sleep position trainers, can help train you to sleep on your side instead of your back, reducing the likelihood of airway obstruction. It's important to remember that not all treatments work for everyone, so it's crucial to consult with your healthcare provider to find the best solution for your unique situation. Now, let's move on to our next tip. Here's tip number 4, weight management and exercise. You might be wondering, what do these have to do with sleep apnea? Well, my friends, let me explain. You see, carrying extra weight, especially around the neck and upper airway, can contribute to sleep apnea by causing increased pressure on the airway and making it more prone to collapse during sleep. In fact, a study in the American Journal of Epidemiology found that a 10% increase in body weight was associated with a 6-fold increase in the risk of developing sleep apnea. So, how can you tackle this issue? One effective way is through weight loss and exercise. Losing weight can significantly reduce sleep apnea symptoms and, in some cases, even cure the condition entirely. One study, from the Archives of Internal Medicine, found that people who lost an average of 24 pounds also experienced a 58% reduction in their sleep apnea symptoms. Exercise has a direct impact on improving sleep apnea too. Research has shown that regular aerobic exercise, even without significant weight loss, can lead to a reduction in sleep apnea symptoms. That's right, just by getting your body moving, you can breathe easier at night. What kind of exercises should you consider? Well, some great options include walking, swimming, cycling, or even joining a group fitness class. The key is to find activities that you enjoy, so you're more likely to stick with it. Just remember to consult with your healthcare provider before starting any new exercise program. And if you're looking for a little extra motivation, here's an interesting fact. Regular exercise not only helps with sleep apnea but also improves overall sleep quality, mood, and energy levels. So, by getting active, you're not only tackling sleep apnea but also investing in your overall well-being. As we move on to our final tip, I have a question for you. Have you ever considered using natural remedies or supplements to help your sleep apnea? If you're intrigued, you won't want to miss our next section. Alright folks, we've made it to the last, but definitely not the least. Tip number 5, natural remedies and supplements. Are you ready to explore some alternative ways to help beat sleep apnea? Let's dive right in. First up, let's talk about an herb that's been making waves in the sleep apnea world, valerian root. Valerian is a plant native to Europe and Asia, and its root has been used for centuries to treat insomnia, anxiety, and stress. But what about sleep apnea? Well, some studies suggest that valerian root may help reduce sleep apnea symptoms by improving sleep quality and relaxation. However, more research is needed to confirm these findings, so be sure to consult your healthcare provider before trying valerian root as a sleep apnea remedy. Another natural remedy worth considering is lavender. This fragrant plant has long been known for its calming and sleep-inducing properties. Inhaling lavender essential oil before bedtime or using a lavender-infused pillow spray can promote relaxation and help you get a better night's sleep. Although it may not directly treat sleep apnea, improving your overall sleep quality can make a difference in managing the condition. Now let's talk about supplements. Magnesium is a mineral that plays a crucial role in muscle and nerve function. Some studies have found that magnesium deficiency is linked to sleep apnea, so ensuring you're getting enough magnesium in your diet or through supplementation could help alleviate symptoms. Just make sure to consult your healthcare provider before starting any new supplements, as magnesium can interact with certain medications. Last but not least, vitamin D is another supplement to consider. Research has shown that people with sleep apnea often have low levels of vitamin D, and correcting this deficiency may help improve sleep apnea symptoms. Once again, always check with your healthcare provider before adding any new supplements to your regimen. Well, there you have it. The 5 best tips to help you beat sleep apnea. 1. The importance of sleep position. 2. Lifestyle changes. 3. Oral appliances and CPAP alternatives. 4. Weight management and exercise. And 5. Natural remedies and supplements. By implementing these tips, you're well on your way to achieving better sleep and reclaiming control over your sleep apnea. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more amazing sleep-boosting content. And as promised, click the link in the description below for those free gifts. They're packed with valuable tips and tricks to help transform your sleep. Before we wrap up, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you tried any of these tips? Do you have any other suggestions for managing sleep apnea? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. Thank you for watching. We wish you a blissful, restorative night ahead. Sleep well and sweet dreams.